Hey there, my listeners. It is the one, the only here, the most electrifying host on social media. That is right, my listeners. It is Team Ara here. How's everyone doing on this Thursday's edition? I'm doing quite well for myself. It is glorious outside. The birds are chirping, sunshine, and there's no rain in the forecast. It's a bit chilly outside. Not too shabby this time of year. But anyway, no further ado. Let's kick this off with a freaking bang, and I'm going to discuss wrestling news, wrestling topics, and lots of very interesting topics to discuss with you, my listeners. So, if you like, sit back, relax. If you want to do nothing like that, maybe you want to grab something to eat, grab something to drink, or maybe, just maybe, you want to chill in like a villain and just listen to my points of view on this current topic. And don't worry, I'll put the article down below. Here goes nothing. Now, this past Sunday was Backlash, okay? The very first exclusive pay-per-view for Raw and SmackDown. Co-brands on one pay-per-view instead of having the exclusive pay-per-views of WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. The original idea was going to have only for Money Bank. Now they all co-pay-per-views. I think that's a good idea, not a bad idea. Eventually it's going to work out. So the main event was Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. I have no problem at all with Roman Reigns. Just kidding. Yes, I do. Because he always headline a freaking main event. You know how many times he headlined WrestleMania? With 4 years in a row? Pathetic. I have no issues at all with Samoa Joe. This guy deserves being the main event. He should be the freaking champion by now. But I mentioned that a few days ago, the injuries kind of hurt his main event as a champion. In my opinion, hopefully he could stay healthy this year and go on to become champion. I'm so glad that he's on SmackDown Live instead of freaking Raw. So the reason I mention it because people on social media walked out during the pay-per-view, the main event, and finally McMahon finally he realized that this is not working. Duh. Now, I don't know if this is a really report or it could be aka fake news. I don't care. I just want to get my thoughts on the matter. That's very embarrassing that this big company who makes money on merchandise and it can't put people in seats. Yeah, they put them in seats, in car seats when they want to go home. That is pathetic, isn't it? Now, I don't know why it's taking so long for McMahon to realize, Roman Reigns is not really doing great as a main eventer. Duh. If it's like Seth Rollins versus The Miz to close out the show, it will be a great. Instead of them open up Backlash. That was a great match. After that, it went like downhill. That was probably the best match of the night. Can you just imagine if there was a pre-show? People would be pissed. So, I don't know why I don't know why McMahon loves Roman Reigns. Is it because he related to The Rock and all that family history? I don't know. Just give up on Roman Reigns as the main eventer. McMahon probably is going to headline next year's WrestleMania until fans were going to keep walking out. Things need to change. I don't know if they're going to have a meeting with the wrestlers or with the creators. The creators lately absolutely sucks. But I still watch it because you never know. Maybe someone will finally turn things around. Now the fans who left WWE watching it, a long time ago, since the Attitude Era is no longer, they give up on it. And then they came back with that Russian aggression, and then when that closed the doors, they left again. Now they got this PG bullcrap. Some people stick around. Some people say, forget this crap. I'm going to watch other stuff on television. like Netflix, Amazon, old school wrestling stuff, the current TV shows, non-wrestling related, and it's stuff pathetic. Now you got the NBA playoffs currently in stand. You got the Eastern Conference Championship game on Sunday. You got the Western Conference Championship game on Monday, and that's definitely gonna hurt Raw. Plus, Raw and SmackDown Live will be taped because they're out of the United States, and I think, in my opinion, they should be live. Who cares if it's early Raw? Just DVR it and you can watch it when you get home. It don't have to be 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock live in 11 color, But WWE is so... Maybe it will happen eventually. Because I hate spoilers, It's stupid. It ruins it for everyone else out there. But anyway, let's see what McMahon's going to do. If he thinks this is really going to hurt him, and money-wise, because he don't give a darn if the match is garbage. He just wants these fans to pay for the merchandise, the food. That's what it does. And then, of course, the ticket sales. And probably the ticket sales for the event was very, very poorly. And that is the future home for WrestleMania 35 on New York/New Jersey. And that's very embarrassing. And I'm assuming that same stadium is going to host probably Raw or SmackDown and NXT. And of course, NXT probably going to blow out that weekend, and that's embarrassing. Oh, NXT does better than WrestleMania and Raw and SmackDown. Duh, it always does, because Triple H runs that show, and hopefully in the near future he has full control of Raw and SmackDown Live. I think Triple H, in my opinion, he's very, very smart. He knows from the business side of the fence. McMahon does some crazy crap. I cannot imagine if Stephanie has full control by herself. It'd probably be a train wreck. Yes, I know that she grew up in that business, but I don't know what part she knows. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's like Shane O'Mac, because there's rumors back in the day that he was going to take over with his sister, but rumors are rumors. We don't know what's going to happen until, I don't want to say this, until McMahon passes away. Probably things are definitely going to change when that happens. But in the meantime, they need to change things around big time, Like Raw. Who wants to watch a 3-hour Raw? I watch it, but I have my freaking laptop on and I'm tweeting or whatever. I'm killing some time. Now, some people don't do that. They just watch the show and just sit back and relax, or on their phone. You don't have to watch a whole darn flipping episode of Raw, because you can do other things. Play video games, make videos and all that stuff. Kill some time, or you can always DVR it. Fast forwarding the good stuff, or actually the crappy stuff. So people make fun of me because I watch Raw since '93, and things have changed over the years. And hopefully WWE will never go out of business, but never, never say never. No one thought that WCW went out of business. They got bought out by McMahon. He's a moron. Bought out his competition. That never happened, my wrestling fanatics. I guarantee we'll have some competition. It won't be like PG. It won't never be like TV 14, but it will be some competition. I love the Monday Night Wars. I miss those, but McMahon, moron, bought out his competition. At first, I thought it would be a good idea, but in the long run, it's a terrible idea. A lot of these wrestlers lost their jobs, and I thought these big time guys who went to WCW, like Stinger, Goldberg, etc., will come over, but they were under contract with AOL. I think I'm saying it right, but it took forever. Then Sting finally came, but it took forever. But from my point of view, he should have won that Mania against Triple H. But that's just my saying. So a lot of guys from WCW went over, got buried when they went to the main roster back in '01. Booker T got buried, in my opinion. I'm just rambling. So hopefully, McMahon, if you're really serious of changing things, like the main event, don't put Roman Reigns in the main event no more. We had enough. Put him in the mid-carder. or maybe, just maybe, I know I mentioned this yesterday or did it before, let Roman Reigns shut his mouth up permanently, probably it's too late now, and get Paul Heyman to do this talking for him, like Brock Lesnar does now. Back in the day, Brock Lesnar used to flap his gums. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I know it's all part of storyline, but still. So what do you think about the article? And do you think McMahon's going to take this situation seriously, or do you think it's going to blow it off like his other wrestling topics? What's going on in the wrestling world? He better do something. This is bullcrap, you know? I know it's not WrestleMania. I know it's not the Royal Rumble or SummerSlam, but still, pay-per-view is a pay-per-view for the WWE Network, you know? It's embarrassing. Now, you know, WrestleMania is a home of New Jersey. They've been there since WrestleMania 1, so they know a lot of stuff going in that area, so that is embarrassing. So if that was in other cities, probably McMahon won't do nothing. So they better fix their attendance, the ticket sales, they better fix a lot of stuff, you know, but they won't do nothing. It's going to be the same old crap, and people are still going to complain, and it won't do nothing. Hopefully it will changes. I don't know. I'm still going to watch it. Hopefully nothing happens the next pay-per-view coming up, Money in the Bank, but never say never. It all depends what's going to be the main event. So I'm going to end on this on a high note. Let me know what you think about the article. Sorry I went a little overboard. If you think I did a good job, give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification, and hit that subscribe. Have a good one. This is your host there. Sign off. Goodbye.